Alright kids, it is Wednesday, December 14th. It is about noon at this point. And this is your round 1 recap and your round 2 preview. It was an exciting week here in the YOLOFISH FFL, so let's jump right into our recap. First up, we had Coyle over TJ, the score of 173-99. Coyle really ran away with this one early. He was powered by Carlos Hyde and Jeremy Hill. Each put up about 20 points. He also had some help from his quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers and Andrew Luck, who both looked pretty good. Over on TJ's side, he didn't really have much going on. Only real score was Jordy Nelson. Next up, we had Cole Coyle over Danny McCallum by a score of 104-84. Big shocker here. McCallum won, I think, 9 straight coming into this one, so impressive job by Cole there. McCallum really faltered, only put up 84 points, was just pathetic. Cole was powered by Devontae Adams, while Danny really only had Latavius Murray to do anything of value for him. Moving over to the Brook Wild division, we had Jensen over Jack by a score of 134-101. Jensen was powered mostly by Tom Brady, put up like 35 points on Monday night. So good job, Jensen. Jack really only had Matt Ryan. Everybody else kind of sucked for him. He had 27 points, but wasn't enough to overcome Jensen. Finally, it was Walter Camacho over your commissioner by a score of 117-112. Walt was powered by Kirk Cousins with 20 points. Your commissioner had Le'Veon Bell at 52 points, almost half of his total points. Would have been amazing to see what would happen if he didn't put up 52 and put up like 20 like a normal game, which would have been real ugly. But I went to bed on Monday night at halftime of that football game, and I was projected to kick Walter's ass, and I woke up and I lost by 5. So this was ridiculously impressive comeback from Walter. I think it was powered by Tucker, who was the Ravens kicker, who put up 10 points in the second half, and Kenny Dixon, who put up like 20 points all in the second half. So pretty impressive job, Walt. Dropping down to the losers bracket now, we had Ryan McCallum over Sean McGrath, 149-121. Ryan had 7 guys in double digits, so pretty nice day for Ryan. Over on the other side, it was Patrick Troy over Johnny Sokol, 106-91. Really an ugly game. Pat didn't even have a QB2 in and still won, so pretty impressive. Good job, Pat. Sokol really only had Lamar Miller with 21 points. Everybody else really sucked. All right, let's jump in now to everybody's favorite part of the week. It is your power rankings, and from now on, we're only going to power rank the people that are left in the winners bracket. Number 1 should be no surprise. It's going to be Team Coyle. He's the only person with a winning record coming into the playoffs. A pretty obvious choice, I think. He's the league leader in points. Big money's on Coyle to win this whole thing. Number 2, Cole Coyle, coming in at 7-7. He's got a big struggle ahead of him in facing Big Brother Connor, so we'll see how that goes. And 3 and 4 should be no surprise, Jensen and Walter, respectively. My money's on Jensen, but this one's going to come down to the wire, and we'll get into that in just a little bit. Let's talk about our playoff bracket, and we'll get into our first matchup in our preview. Our first one is, we'll start with the Coyles. Cole taking on Connor. Connor is about a 28-point favorite in this one, which is a lot of points. But if you look at the lineup comparison, it's really no contest. He wins in just about every single category, with the exception of maybe tight end. I think Cole's Kelsey is a little bit better than Connor's Ebron, but we'll see how that goes. But Connor should be able to run through this one and move on to the finals with no issue. You can see in their previous matchup during week 10, Connor won by about 25 points, so I expect that to kind of repeat itself here. Moving on now to the Brook Wild division. Walter is actually at this point a 7.5-point favorite over Jensen. They're pretty closely knit in terms of production value throughout the season. They split the season series. Walter won in week 10 by about 60 points, and Jensen won in week 7 by about 30 points. So, like I said, pretty even split. This one's going to be a pretty good matchup as we move on from the semifinals into the finals. Finally, in our losers bracket, this one's for 40% chance of that number 1 pick in our lottery. Ryan's a 12.5 point favorite over Patrick. Shouldn't really be a surprise here. That should change a little bit when Pat puts in his second quarterback, which he hasn't done yet. But once he does it, it'll probably move up to more of like an even line. My money's on Ryan though. He's got the better team, and he should walk away with this one. And a 40% chance in our lottery. That's all I really got for now. One last thing to note, and this is just an idea that I had as I went through it. Sokol and McGrath are slated to play each other in week 16, championship week. Loser does yoga. Now because they both lost in the losers bracket, they are both slated to play each other in week 15 as well. If both participants agree to it, I think it'd be pretty cool to have a 2-week yoga final. What that means is that they'll play this week. Those points will carry over into the next week, and I'll make those adjustments necessary. So if they both put up 150 points, I'll add 150 points to their score for week 16. Loser of the 2-week game does the yoga. Winner can move on and not have to worry about it. But the only way we're going to do it is if they both agree to it separately. So if those two idiots want to text me, whatever, let me know. Do it in the group. I don't really care. But if they both do it individually, I think that'd be pretty cool. So you two, Sokol, McGrath, let me know what you think. Other guys, let them know what you think, if you think it's a good idea or not. Originally, I toyed with just having them play in week 15, but we had said from the start it's week 16, it's week 16, it's week 16. Matchups are different in week 15 and 16, obviously, so we can't change it from 16, but we can have 15 and 16 if they both agree to it. I think that'd be pretty cool. Other than that, I think that's all I got. Jensen versus Walt, Cole versus Coyle. Should be a pretty good weekend. If you have lost and have requested your Venmo money, make sure you pay me. Look at the two McCallum brothers. Other than that, that's all for now. Peace.